If you are one of the many hosting this holiday season, you may notice a shift in drinking. Many people are reaching for non-alcoholic beverages along with beer, wine, or spirits. I recently spoke with mixologist Fernando Sousa and Anna Fitzgibbons with Diageo North America about some of the top beverage trends and how to make more balanced choices in the new year. Good morning. I'm so excited to talk to the hostess and host with the mostesses. Fernando, let's start with you. What are the top holiday hosting trends as you see it this year?
Yeah, so good morning. Thanks again for having us. What we see really trending right now is within social occasions and social engagements is a really big focus on mindfulness, on intention, balance, and even wellness. And with that brings a lot of empowerment and choice, right? So being able to choose your journey within that special occasion, be it a full serve of alcohol in a cocktail, maybe a lower ABV, a lower alcohol content cocktail by splitting the base of the cocktail between something like a Smirnoff vodka and a non-alcoholic spirit, or just keeping it non-alcoholic completely, which we've seen a huge uptick in as far as elevated craft signature non-alcoholic cocktails. And furthermore, there's a term called zebra striping, actually, which you're going to be hearing a lot more about, I'm sure, which is the alternating between a full serve of alcohol and a non-alcoholic serve. So really being able to be more mindful, be able to really lengthen the amount of party that you really have within you, and then, of course, keeping the integrity of the cocktail first and foremost by having a really delicious cocktail, but then interchanging that with something else.
That's so interesting. Zebra striping. I hadn't heard that term before, but now I'm just going to throw it around like I know all about it. With those trends in mind, what are you going to show us this morning?
Yeah, so with that in mind, actually, we're going to make the Citrus Flame, which you'll find in our Serve and Sip Volume 3. It's a free digital cocktail book with a bunch of great recipes, this being one of them. This is called the Citrus Flame, okay? And that's utilizing Smirnoff Spicy Tamarind Vodka, spicy cocktails being another leading trend within the cocktail world. So really wanted to lean into that this holiday season, but again, keep it festive. So spicy tamarind vodka, a touch of melted vanilla bean ice cream. Very important that we melt the ice cream before you put it in your cocktail shaker. Just makes things a lot easier when shaking it up. And then there's just a touch of cane sugar and freshly squeezed lime juice to balance out the texture and that little bit of a pop from the citrus. So you add all those ingredients into a nice shaker tin here with ice. We're going to go ahead and shake this for about 5 or 10 seconds. Do not forget to smile, okay? Great. So 5-10 seconds there, just want to emulsify those ingredients together and then pick your favorite cocktail glass. I love these elegant Nick and Nora coupe glasses. I think my guests, when I'm hosting them, really appreciate that high value cocktail glass. And look at that color, it's perfect, white, festive. You're getting the texture from the vanilla bean ice cream. But again, wouldn't be a holiday cocktail without a holiday garnish. So we have some freshly grated chocolate shavings here on top, and just a pop of color and aromatics with a little lime zest as well. And there you have it, your Citrus Flame. Cheers.
That looks delicious. I'm kind of obsessed with that already. Now, Fernando mentioned mindful hosting being a trend. So, Anna, how do you do that? How do you mindfully host this holiday season?
I don't think there is a huge trick here. It's not a big surprise. It's just about being present and being intentional. So I'm not gatekeeping anything here. I'm just reminding folks of being a little bit more intentional when they host people. So if you have people over, it's likely people you care about. And so coming from that place of care helps you think of all the little details to make sure that you're being mindful when you're hosting, whether it be offering a lot of water throughout the night, making sure they have something, some great food. It's also a great opportunity to show off some skills with the knife, and perhaps create a charcuterie board like the one I have in front of me for grazing as people are having cocktails. I like to make my first cocktail of the night a welcome drink for folks, and that to be non-alcoholic so that everyone can partake as they come in, whether or not they're choosing to drink that evening. And then, of course, making sure they can get home safely. But my pro tip here is as you're serving these delicious cocktails like the one Fernando made, make sure people finish one drink before you fill that glass back up so they can actually keep track of how much alcohol they're consuming. Otherwise, it can get tricky to understand how much alcohol you've actually had throughout the night. instead of letting it go all the way to the bottom. So really important to take care of the folks that are coming in through the door from the moment they come in to the way they plan their safe ride home.
Such great tips all around. I want that cocktail recipe. Where can we go for more information?
Yes, so this cocktail recipe, along with a bunch of other ones which are just as decadent and beautiful and delicious, can be found in our cocktail book, Serve and Sip Volume 3. And that's available for everyone to download for free at Diageo.com/serve and sip and the number 3. So that's Diageo, Diageo.com, serve and sip 3. And if you want to know more about how alcohol affects your mind and body, also important, you can visit drinkiq.com.
Thank you so much, Fernando, Anna. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
Happy holidays. Cheers.
Cheers.